So as most of you probably already know, MCC Twitch Rivals was announced a couple weeks ago to take place on Friday, October 20th, making it the first ever MCC not held on a Saturday. And as always, I've decided to once again make my own MCC teams for fun before the actual teams are announced. Also, because it's going to be the first ever live MCC, I kind of went all out and made some pretty banger teams. So if you do enjoy any of the teams in here, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already, because it helps me out a lot. Anyways, without further ado, let's just get right into the teams. Alright, so first up we have the Red Rabbits with Antfrost, Shadoon, Sneak Snag, and Dark Eyebrows, with their Season 3 average being 8,432. Dude, this team, I really wanted to put Ants and Shadoon together because I think they'd be a really cool duo, and Sneak was shown on the list of people to be coming to TwitchCon, and he's already doing a meet and greet. He was taken, he wasn't taken off the list, but so he's definitely going to be in it. And then Michelle is coming to TwitchCon, but I don't think she's been confirmed to be in the MCC Twitch Rivals by the list, but I'm pretty sure she probably will be, since she is a newer player, and also it makes sense because she's already coming to put her in the roster. So yeah, I made this team out of that. Also Shadoon was also put on the list to come, so yeah, this team all around just would work really well. And I think it's not super strong, but it's like, I feel like it would work in like regular MCC and also in Twitch Rivals, because Twitch Rivals might be like really OP teams, or it might be like weaker teams. I'm gonna guess it's more on the OP team side of things, because it has to be like really exciting because it's like a live event. So I feel like that team it's kind of on the line. I think it leans a little bit more towards the OP side of things, but it also could be a team in a regular MCC these days. So yeah, let me know what you think about this team down below in the comments, because I really like the team that I made here. I feel like it's gonna work. Next up, we have the Orange OCElots with PeteZahHutt, CPK, Foolish Gamers, and Goomy, with their Season 3 average being 8,497. Now, I know Foolish hasn't been in MCC for a while, and I know he kind of like quit, or he unofficially like quit, and basically he's just taking a break, but I feel like this could be the event where he comes back. He seems like the type of guy that would enjoy like a live MCC event, and he is going to TwitchCon, so I feel like there's a really good shot that he actually does make a surprise appearance on one of these teams, and I feel like this kind of team would be a really cool fit for him. It'd be like a pretty strong first and second player duo, and then he would be like the third player, and then they would have somebody like Goomy as the fourth player. I feel like this team would actually work really well. I think it's similar skill to Red, so I feel like, yeah, I feel like these teams will work together in an event. Again, this team could be in an OP or event, but it also could be in, a regular MCC. So I feel like it'd work out. Also, the CPK and PeteZahHutt duo has, they haven't shown their full potential yet. Callum's gotten like 16th, while Pete's gotten like 4th or something like that, the 2 times they teamed. So Callum hasn't done as great as he should have when he's teamed with Pete before. So hopefully, if they do team in Twitch Rivals, that they hopefully get redemption, because yeah, it's a really cool duo, and I hope they're able to, get to dodgebolt, or at least, succeed as a duo, because it's a cool duo, and also, yeah, this is just a cool all-around team. Next up, we have the Yellow Yaks with Fire Breath Man, 5UP, Awesome Dude, and Michael McChill, with their Season 3 average being 8,542. Yo, let's go Shane and 5UP duo, W duo, Sam, and then Michael. Dude, this team is very well-rounded. Awesome Dude and 5UP have been slightly underperforming in the past couple events. Well, 5UP actually had a pretty good last event in 34, but Sam has definitely, hasn't shown his full potential like he did in Season 2 so far in Season 3, so hopefully if this team was to happen, or if he was to be in Twitch Rivals, because he hasn't been confirmed, or he wasn't on the list and then taken off, he's just going to TwitchCon, so I just kind of assumed that he would be in it, because I don't think he's played since 32, or no, he played last event, sorry, he played in 34, but he didn't play like 2 events since that, so yeah, he probably will be in Twitch Rivals. But yeah, all around this team is a pretty strong team. Again, it's very similar to the other 2 teams, and so I think they would work together. Most of these teams actually are around the 8,400, 8,500 range, so I feel like I did a pretty good job when it comes to balancing. But yeah, this team I definitely could see happening. I feel like the Shane and 5UP duo in a live MCC would be really cool to see. I don't know, it's gonna be interesting to see how well Shane does in Twitch Rivals, because I feel like it's basically confirmed that he's gonna be in. I mean, He's been in like all the season 3 MCCs, and yeah, he's just a consistent player at this point, a consistent S tier. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he does in a live MCC. For most players, it's gonna be interesting to see how they do. It's probably not gonna count, but it's still gonna be interesting to see how well they do. Next up, we have the Llamas with Illumina, Tapel, Sylvie, and Velvet, with their Season 3 average being 8,453. Dude, let's go. The Illumina and Tapel duo. Have we gotten... have we gotten them before? I don't think we've gotten the Illumina and Tapel duo before. I feel like we might have, though. I might just be blanking right now. But yeah, Sylvie and Velvet also being two of the best role players. I said Sylvie would get top 10 in Season 3, and so far that hasn't been true. But I'm really crossing my fingers that Sylvie turns it around and starts popping off again like she did towards the end of Season 1, or Season 2, sorry. Because, yeah, it would just be a really cool thing to see. And Sylvie, she's just been having a couple off events here and there. But yeah, all around, this team is pretty strong. I think Tapel does statistically perform better at live events because he does a lot of like live speedrunning events. He actually won a recent one, or he won a speedrunning event recently. I don't really keep track of that kind of stuff, but I saw on Twitter that he did. And so yeah, this team has a chance to do really well. It's just mostly going to depend on how well Tapel and Sylvie do. And I feel like in a live events, they have a shot of doing really well. It's just, yeah, it's also Illumina would probably have to get top 5, and he's not getting top 5 so far in Season 3 because he's not like try-harding like he did in Season 2, which is fair. But yeah, all around this team, really cool. Might be one of the best vibe central teams in this entire event, and yeah, hopefully we can see the Illumina and Tapel duo in this upcoming MCC. Let's go! Alright, so next up we have the Green Geckos with Krtzyy, Orange Juice, Smager, and Shovel, with their Season 3 average being 8,312. Now, statistically, this is one of the weakest teams in this event, but I don't really think it's that weak. I mean, Dave literally got 5th in one of his events in this season so far, and he's been doing great in the rest of the events he's played in this season so far. And Owen's been doing insanely well as well. In his first 2 events, he's gotten like top 15, so that's insane to see. And then Scott can do really well as a 3rd frag on any team. And then Shelby also can do really well when she's teamed with her friends, and that's the case here. So I feel like this team has a lot of pop-off potential. They just really need a game order. I mean, this team definitely does need a really good game order, and I feel like it's also realistic to see this team in a Twitch Rivals. I mean, it's definitely on the weaker side, so if Twitch is asking Scott to make OP more powerful teams and teams that are OP, he probably wouldn't make this kind of team. But if it's like a normal MCC kind of thing where they're just like, oh yeah, just do what you normally do, then I feel like we could kind of see this team. I'm gonna be honest. So it all depends on what Twitch wants from Scott and Nox Crew. So hopefully we can get some OP teams and some really powerful teams, because that'd be cool to see. But also I'm hoping that we can maybe see one of these kinds of teams where it's like really well rounded, and not like at the cert, not on when you first look at it, not like super overpowered. But I don't know, maybe we'll just have to see. Next up, we have the Cyan Coyotes with JojoSolos, Wally Bear, Becky Mon, and Erit, with their Season 3 average being 8,546. I really wanted to do the Jojo and Wally Bear duo, or put Wally with a really powerful S tier, and boom, here we go. Jojo's gotten 2 firsts so far in Season 3, so she's on a roll. She's coming off of a 1st place as well. So her teaming with Wally is insane. It's not close enough, but Wally and Purples was a really overpowered duo that none of us really saw coming, except for if you thought Wally was going to place 4th, which, again, no one saw coming. But Jojo and Wally is arguably really close. Like, it's very close to Purple than Wally. So, yeah, this team's going to be sick. And Becky as the 3rd frag is awesome. And Erit also is one of the best role players and brings really good vibes to every team. So, yeah, this team all around is just a vibe. Jojo and Becky and Wally and Erit. Actually, I don't know how good Wally and Erit are. Erit's actually pretty good at stands. I don't know how good Wally is, but Becky and Jojo are actually really good at stands at times. So this team, again, of course, because it's Jojo, is going to be really good at stands. And then PvP, Rocket Spleef Rush, I feel like they could do somewhat well with those games. I feel like they might struggle, though, with like a Sky Battle, or maybe like a Grid Runners they might struggle with. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. But again, they're going to have to pick there's going to be a certain amount of games in this Twitch Rivals. It's not going to be 8. It's going to be 6, I think. And then it's going to be certain games can be played and certain games can't. So like Santa Time probably won't get played. So if this team was to happen, they probably wouldn't do that well. So it's probably, it's probably going to be more PvP central based or like more excitingly watchable games in Twitch Rivals. So yeah, this team, if they were in, they probably wouldn't do that well, but you never know. It's MCC. Next up, we have the Aqua Autles with Punz, Rambo, Captain Sparkles, and AimZ, with their Season 3 average being 8,528. Yo, this team also would be really sick to see. It's sort of similar to MCC 34 Orange. It kind of really is MCC 34 Orange, to be honest, just repurposed and repackaged. So yeah, this team would be, I feel like this team actually would be really fair, and I feel like if there was one team to pick that would be realistic and actually have a chance to happen in MCC Twitch Rivals, I feel like it might be this team, either this team or Purple Team, I think, or Purple Team, one of those two teams. And this team, like, dude, it's so cool. I love the Punz and Rambo duo. Have we gotten them before? I think we might have. But I don't think they did that well together. So hopefully they can do really well. And Sparkles as the third frag is pretty crazy. And then AimZ, of course, as the last or the weakest player is also insane. So yeah, this team all around would be a vibe. It's gonna be really funny if it would happen. And I don't know if Scott, if you're watching this, man, please make this team happen. This team would be so cool to see in a live MCC. It would be interesting to see how competitive Rambo and AimZ would be. Like, I don't know if they'd be that competitive. Also, Sparkles wasn't confirmed to be going to TwitchCon, but I'm like 90% sure that like his mods and his Twitch chat have said that he's going. So yeah, just in case people were wondering, Sparkles is probably gonna go. So this team is pretty realistic. Next up, we have the Blue Bats with Fruitberries, Krinios, Gemini and Impulse, with their Season 3 average being 8,394. Yo, this team is sick, man. Look at this. Fruit and Krinios. I don't know how we have not had this duo before. Wait, did we? No, no, I'm like 90% sure we have not. So I don't know how we haven't had Fruit and Krinios before, because that's a great duo. And then Gem and Impulse have both been confirmed to play in Twitch Rivals by TwitchCon, by the website. They've both been confirmed to play in it. So I feel like this would be a really sick team to see together. I don't know. It's kind of like Fruit and one Hermit, I guess. Gem's not a Hermit, but she's close enough to being a Hermit. And then Krinios, of course, is a really good second frag. So this team has a lot of potential. It is one of the weaker teams, sadly, but I would definitely watch this team. I would definitely watch Fruit's POV live, or yeah, whatever. This team would be really sick to see in a live MCC. And it could happen. Krinios is going, Fruit's going, and then Gem and Impulse have been literally confirmed on the list to play. So yeah. It's only a matter of time until we see this team. Please, Scott, please. Next up, we have the Purple Pandas with HBomb94, Hannah XX Rose, Tubbo, and Jack Manifold, with their Season 3 average being 8,208. Yo, HBomb and Hannah and Tubbo. Dude, that's insane. Tubbo is the third frag is actually crazy nowadays, because Tubbo like just pops off whenever he wants to, and it's just kind of funny because like randomly on a team that you don't think he'll do good on, he'll just get like 9th place, and it's like, what? It's like, huh? So yeah, this team very similar to what was it, MCC 24 Orange, I think. Yeah, very similar to that team, except for you switch Tommy with Hannah, and Hannah, I guess Tommy is probably better than Hannah in most people's eyes, but Hannah is pretty good. So I feel like this team has a really good shot of doing well. And yeah, like I said before, it's either this team or Aqua team that I can actually see in a live MCC to actually be a realistic team to happen. Like, yeah, this would be cool to see. Jack, Tubbo, and Hannah just like bantering. That'd be funny to see. And then H just trying to be like the dad and calm them down. That'd be fun. And so yeah, this team kind of would be a vibe, not gonna lie. I would also I would probably watch this team live along with Blue and Aqua. I mean, this team is just awesome, dude. I feel like these last like 5 teams are just banger teams back to back to back, bro. I cooked. And last, but certainly not least, we have the Pink Parrots with Purpled, SB, Cubfan, and Gucky, with their Season 3 average being 8,577. Now, statistically, this team is the strongest team here, and not gonna lie, it probably is. I mean, Purpled, literally the GOAT right now in MCC. SB did underperform in his last 2 events, but he does, of course, have top 10 potential, even top 5 potential at the end of the day. And then Cub and Gucky are 2 really good role players to have on a team. And so yeah, this team all around is just sick. And I feel like it would be very realistic to see this team in a live MCC as well. I mean, Cub and SB are like, you know, they go back till 17 and maybe even further. I don't know. Cub might have teamed SB before 17. But yeah, Gucky and Purple have teamed before, so they all know each other pretty well. And yeah, they're all confirmed to go to TwitchCon. SB's confirmed. Purple's, you know, literally was put on the TwitchCon list. Gucky was put on the TwitchCon list. And then Cub is confirmed to go. I don't think he was on the TwitchCon list, but yeah, this team really realistic, and hopefully we can see this team in MCC Twitch Rivals, because I'm crossing my fingers, because again, this is one of my probably best teams that I made so far. And so yeah, hopefully we can see this team in Twitch Rivals. And so yeah, let me know what you think about this team down below in the comments. Anyways guys, that's gonna do it for my prediction of the teams that we're gonna see in MCC Twitch Rivals. Anyways guys, that's good for this video. Again, let me know which of these teams is your favorite down below in the comments, and while you're down there, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Also, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen if you want to see more of my content, and as always, peace!